Hello viewers, this is Adigoke Victor Aywale Odufaya. I'm glad to reach you through this medium once again. This channel is aimed at making success achievable in that chosen course of yours. Yes, through production of educational materials and offering necessary assistance. Alright, today I've come again with a very important aspect of pursuing success in your chosen course. How to answer questions in physiology, how to answer multiple choice questions, popularly called MCQs. This makes me remember those days, when I just got into the department and I didn't know, okay, there was a type of question called MCQ, and I actually was picking the old way that I know, the best option, A and B and C and all of that, just imagine how that would have cut down my mark. All right. So I've come to understand and realize that it's not that you do not know what you are doing. It's not that some people are not actually intelligent, but they don't know how to go about answering some questions, or the culture of a particular department they do not know. So of course, how will success come if you don't know what to do? That's it. Ignorance is not to be toyed with. It's not to be played with. Ignorance should be killed. How? By knowing. How do you know? Search for materials, search for things that will actually give you knowledge, will add to your knowledge of a particular thing. So do not go to an exam without knowing how to approach that exam. So this this video is going to help you answer MCQ questions best way. That's the best way to answer MCQ questions. All right, stay tuned. You are welcome. All right, how to answer multiple choice questions, MCQs. Okay, now a multiple choice question is a question that allows you to give multiple choice answer to a single question. It allows you to give multiple choice answer to a single question. Now, things to note when answering or approaching an MCQ question. Number one is change is the only constant thing. Change is the only constant thing in the world. It is not like the questions that you've been meeting before, so you must be open to new things, learning to unlearn the old things that you've had, and then learning to embrace the new things that are now. Okay, now the next one is to always read instructions. Always read instructions. Do not attempt the question without knowing the format to which you use to answer that question. Right now, it is not the usual choose the best option type of question. It's not the usual choose the best option type of question. I shared my experience last time. All right, so you must learn to know that some questions have come with a different type or different approach, so you must take that into consideration when answering some questions like an MCQ question. Okay, answering MCQ question. If question in form of subtopic will be stated, like the one just by the left, now five options will be added below, so you can decide whether true or false. Okay, now the true or false is denoted by T or F, which will be added just before the options by the left hand side against each options under the question. All right, now a relief note. Okay, question will and should be asked based on what was taught. Okay, your questions that will be asked will be based on what the lecturer has taken you in class, or what you've read, or what it might not necessarily be class, your assignment and all of that. So you must take note of everything a lecturer says. Okay, now based on the lecturer. Before we go further, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do that now. Subscribe and let me know what you feel about this video in your comment. Let me have your experience when you were coming into the department, or if you're just coming in, let me know how this video is going to help you. Now please subscribe and like, then comment. You can share to your friends. Thank you. Now, many formulas have been devised owing to the nature of the question, some posing a positive or straightforward nature and another posing a negative nature. Now, concerning liver cells, questions will come out in form of subtopic liver cells. Let's say this was done in metabolism. All right. Now, option A, they are known as hepatic cells. Yes, hepatic cells. Hepatic is related to liver. So liver cells, so hepatic cells are cells in the liver, which is correct, true, right? T will be placed just before A, right? Now Kupffer cells are not present. Kupffer cells are present. I'm going to explain what Kupffer cells are as we go on. All right, C, then we have astrocytes are present. Astrocytes are not present. Astrocytes are present in the brain. Astrocytes are specialized cells in the brain. All right, now, which is false, just before C. Now we have D, macrophages are present as Kupffer cells, correct. So Kupffer cells are macrophages in the liver. Okay, they fight against invading intruders or pathogens. Okay, now E, you have microglia is present. Microglia is the macrophages in the brain, right? So it is not present in hepatic, it's not present as hepatic cells, so it's not present in the liver. Okay, which is false. F just before E. Right now, second one, the glomerular filtration rate in average sized resting adult human, 100 milliliter per minute is not correct, so you have F. This is just a straightforward question. Now we have B, 125 milliliter per minute is correct. 125 milliliter per minute is correct, so that's T. 180 liter per day. Take note of the units. Take note of the units. Yes, it is correct. T. Now D, 175 liter per day, wrong, and which is F, false. E, 125 liter per day, E, F, which is false. All right. Okay, now the negative questions, negative MCQs. How are you going to approach this? Okay, now look at this. They are most times denoted by except, without, but, etc. You see those words often when you are dealing with negative questions. All right. Now, the following are organs in relation to special senses, except. The following are organs in relation to special senses, except. Eye is related to sight. Now, what they want you to do here is, all right, they've listed some, or they would list some organs in relation to what they do. Now, we are not expected to pick it because the option says except. The following are, except. So yeah, the following are, of course, which is correct, but except. Now the one that is not is what you are going to pick. I hope you get that. The one that is not in relation to special senses is what you'll be looking for. That is your answer. Now eye is related to sight. Everybody knows that, even from your O level. Okay. Now ear is related to balance. Yes. Special organs in the ear. Okay, tongue is related to umami sensation. You will get to learn that. It is correct. Now, nose is for olfaction. Correct. But that is not the answer. So from A to D is going to be F, 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 and F. Okay, now none of the above is the answer, because actually none of the above is not correct. But because of the option, because of the question, except, none of the above is going to be the answer, which will be T just before E. I hope you understand this. Now, please, in the comment section, post what you are still getting confused about. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Once again, thank you for listening.